Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club on McClure River Ranch Field number 2. We have our final tournament here of the summer season. We've got a round robin for you today. We're going to have a round robin for you tomorrow as well. The scores will carry over to tomorrow's match. The first two teams out there on the field, they're assembled there. We've got La Carina. They're wearing the green jerseys today against White Claw. La Carina, they have Brian Boyd, Paquito de Nervay, Horacio Heggie, and Alejandro Navijo Estrada. And on the other side of things, wearing the black jerseys, we got White Claw, Gussie Bush, Vinny Sangaline, Pablo Spinacci, and Juan Bellini. We got the two teams out there and the mounted umpires out there as well. We're just waiting on our medics to get into position. We just heard from them. They hit a little bit of traffic. So we're going to wait just a couple of minutes here before we get this match underway. So we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to throw it to a commercial while we wait. I'm going to get some status updates on our medics, and we'll be right back in it with the start of this match as soon as they get into place.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day. And the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only Netjets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying tuned in here. Our ambulance is in position. We're ready to get this one underway. This is the Lone Survivor Cup here. Here we go. Ball is on the ground. We're underway. Coming out of there, it's going to be Juan Bellini here in the back of the pack for White Claw. Juan Bellini, grabs a hold of this ball. He's got players in motion downfield. Let's see if Juan Bellini, he's going to fire a shot down the field here, electing to follow it up himself here, trying to keep this one under control, and a quick whistle here to stop the action. Clock is stopped early here in Chucker number 1. 5:40 on the clock. So let's see what our two mounted officials have to say about this play. Of course, the two mounted officials out there, Dale Schwetz and Gaston Dorniak. So it's going to be a penalty number 5 on the right-of-way violation. Here comes Alejandro Navijo Estrada for La Carina. Estrada winds up, punches a shot down. He's got a couple players downfield. He's got Gussie Bush coming in to apply a little bit of pressure there. And where's this ball going to end up? It's going to be picked up here. Gus. Goal, Brian? All right, so that was, in fact, a goal down there. Brian Boyd gets the first point on the board here. Nicely done, Brian Boyd. So we're going to head back to center field and line up here on our mounted officials. As we do after every goal is scored, we're going to switch directions of play so that neither team gets a wind, sun, or field advantage. So here we go. Ball put back on the ground. We're off and working once again. Coming out of there with the ball. That's going to be Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci with possession here for White Claw. And Alejandro Navijo Estrada for La Carina going to come in and disrupt that play. Coming to the ball now is going to be Juan Bellini. He's got Horacio Heggie coming in here to apply some pressure. But it's going to be Bellini to come out of there with the ball. Juan Bellini loses the handle there to Heggie. Heggie loses control, and Juan Bellini back in on the action. Juan Bellini winds up, fires a big shot down towards the goal mouth, and it's going to be stopped there with a whistle. Whistle sound stopping the action here. 4 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. Right-of-way violation is the call on the field. And let's see how they're going to set this one up. Penalty number 2 going in favor of White Claw. So penalty number 2 down here. Penalty 2 is a 30-yard shot towards an open goal. Umpire calls play. And that's going to be Gussie Bush. With that one, and that's going to go wide of the goal. So knock-in coming. Here we go. Ball brought back into play here. Alejandro Navijo Estrada crushes this one down the field. He's got players in motion. They come to the ball here. Pick it up. Working this one out. Trying to keep this one under control. Paquito de Narvaez with possession momentarily. And now it's going to be Horacio Heggie to fire this one up the field. He's got some players in motion, but first one there is going to be Juan Bellini with that ball. He's going to send it back here. First one on it is going to be Vinny Sangaline working his way down the field here, loses control. Where's that ball going to end up? It's over on the far sideboards. A couple players coming in, making attempts on that ball. Who's going to come out of there with it? It looks like it's going to be Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci going to get a hold of this ball for White Claw, working this one out of the sideboards, trying to get it down to the goal mouth. But he's going to lose it behind, and Alejandro Navijo Estrada going to back that one out of danger, trying to find a teammate. But look at that. It's going to be picked up there by Gussie Bush. Bush sends this one down towards the goal. First one in on the action to pick up this ball is the umpire's whistle. Sound stopping the clock here. 3:01 on the clock. 3 minutes and 1 second remaining here in Chucker number 1. So we've got our first courtesy change here. It's going to be a center hit here, but we will offer the courtesy change. Courtesy change, something that we like to offer when the ball is at a neutral territory. About halfway through the chucker, we'll blow the whistle, or if it's during a foul, about halfway through the chucker. And we have riding in from behind the call on the field. Going to be a center hit going in favor of La Carina. And as soon as we get all of our players back out here from the courtesy change, we'll go ahead and get this one underway. So we see a couple players taking advantage of this timeout. Courtesy change is a timeout for the pony. It gives the players an opportunity to hop on a fresh mount. And we'll get these players back out here as quickly as we can. We try to keep the courtesy change at around 45 seconds. It is just a timeout to change a pony. It's not necessarily a timeout for the player. So we got the players coming back out on the field, and we'll continue the action here at center field. I know. It's tough. That's what I follow. Yeah. Try announcing when you get to the ball. All right, so we got all the players back out here on the field. Umpire calls play, and Alejandro Navijo Estrada will do the honors here from center field. Alejandro with his approach. Here we go. Ball put back on the playing surface. Here we go. Alejandro winds up, sends a shot all the way down, trying to get a hold of one of his teammates, but no one can get a hold of that ball. It had the distance. It went over the back line just a little bit wide to the right-hand side. So we're going to have a knock-in here coming from Juan Bellini for White Claw. Bellini taps this one back into play. Juan winds up and sends a shot down. He's got Vinny Sangaline on the move here. Vinny trying to get there, but look at that. Brian Boyd going to ride him wide and get a hold of the ball. Brian can't quite make contact with that one, and Vinny picking up the loose ball play. Vinny and Gussie following this ball down into the corner here. Slams on the brakes, trying to get a hold of the ball. Gussie Bush going to get a hold of it momentarily. Gussie trying to keep this one moving. He sends this one out of the pack over here for, that is going to be Pablo Spinacci. And the whistle's going to sound there, stopping the action. 2:07 on the clock. I think that was a right-of-way violation. Penalty number 2. For the Black. They're elected to take this one from the spot of the infraction. So, Gussie Bush, with his approach, winds up and sends that one right on in. So, Gussie Bush going to get credit for that one on that penalty number 2 conversion. So here we go, back to center field. Line up here on our mounted officials for another goal in. So that was a right-of-way violation down there by the goal mouth, resulting in a penalty number 2, converted there by Gussie Bush. And now we have the players lined up here at center field, ready to get this one back on the ground. And here we go. Ball's back on the ground, off and working. Who's going to get a hold of it? Horacio Hagee going to grab a hold of that ball. Horacio working both sides of the pony down here, trying to keep it under control, but he's looking like it's going to lose the handle there. Juan Bellini coming in with a back shot. Not quite where he wanted to place that, as Horacio going to get back on that ball. Horacio Hagee trying to get back to this one. Can he find the ball? He does. He finds the ball, sends it down towards the goal mouth. Not the angle he was looking for there. It's going to go wide to the right-hand side. So we're going to have another knock-in here coming for him. Oh, wait, no, that one actually was still a live ball. And Bellini going to grab a hold of that one and sends it over here to Gussie Bush. Gussie going to fire a shot up the field. He's got Vinny Sangaline on the move here. Vinny comes together with Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Estrada going to get that ball, but picked off now once again by Gussie Bush. Bush for White Claw, working his way down. Under a minute remaining here in Chucker number 1. Trying to keep control here. Coming in on the action is going to be Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci trying to keep this one under control here for White Claw. There's the 30-second warning horn. Less than 30 seconds to play out now. And we got a whistle on the play. That's going to go ahead and do it for Chucker number 1. We'll find out the result of that whistle when we come back. So we're going to let these players run off and hop on a fresh mount. And we'll be right back in it with the result of that whistle to start off Chucker number 2.
The world's best polo in your pocket. Chucker TV, the only app you'll need to watch polo. The world's best polo in your pocket.
Chucker TV, the only app you'll ever need to watch polo.
I'm Nick Weaver. I am the co-founder and COO of Blue Delta Gene Co. I've probably measured over 30,000 butts, 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide. Doesn't matter. It is fun making people happy. When you make a garment that fits, that's one thing. When you make a garment fit and look good, that's another thing. And we are very good at the latter. We have grown our company by taking care of people. We have grown by making jeans that fit. There are some things that will never change. Where it's made, how it's made, and who's making them. Every jean is one of one. But now we can get you measured from anywhere in the world. We have rolled out a virtual tailor system, blown away with the technology. It's unbelievable how accurate it is. It's a quick, easy, touchless way so we can get the measurements to make you a pair of damn good jeans.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We've got a penalty number 2 here to start things off in chucker number 2. Going in favor of White Claw. Hit a right-of-way violation to end us off in chucker number 1, so this is how we will continue the action here in chucker number 2. So here we go. We've got Gussie Bush here. He's already converted one penalty number 2 from the spot of the infraction, looking to do so here from the line. 30 yards to an open goal. Gussie Bush gonna wind up and send it right on in. So nicely done there, Gussie. Gonna get another point on the score sheet next to his name. So we're gonna head back over here to center field and a lineup on our 2 mounted officials for a bowling. Umpire Gaston Dorniak and umpire Dale Schwetz out here, keeping the players in line. And we got the players lined up here, and there we go. Ball's put back on the ground. Here we go. Off and working. Who's going to get a hold of that ball? Looks like Juan Bellini going to grab a hold of it. Flips it over to Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci with possession now. He's got Bellini in behind, and he's got a pair of teammates upfield as well. Spinacci going to wind up and send a shot down here, looking to get a hold of one of his teammates. Vinny going to try and save that one from going over the back line. Unable to do so, though. It's going to be wide of the goal, and we're going to have a knock-in here coming from La Carina. Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Alejandro going to bring this one back into play. Here we go. Ale. Taps it once and fires a big shot downfield. He's got some players down in front here. He's got Brian Boyd. But I do believe that ball took a hop over the sideboards, out of play. So we're going to have a change of possession here. That ball sent out by La Carina. So White Claw gains possession here on the sideboards. Juan Bellini brings this one back in. Bellini fires a big shot downfield out in front here. He's got a couple of teammates down, trying to get a hold of it. It's going to be Alejandro. Going to back that one out of danger over back to the sideboards. Coming back in on the action. Sends this one down. That is Horacio Hagee. Fires a shot down the field. No one up there to receive the pass, though. It's going to be picked off now by Juan Bellini. Bellini grabs a hold of the ball. He's got Brian Boyd keeping a close watch on him. Juan gets the ball turned back facing the right direction now. Looking around, checking his surroundings. He's got some teammates downfield. He elects to send a big pass down there, trying to find Vinny. Vinny Sangaline trying to get there, but Alejandro going to get there first. Alejandro, his pass over here to Paquito de Nervay. Paquito now trying to keep this one under control. They're fighting for possession down there, deep in the corner. Still trying to get this one worked out of there. And a whistle's going to sound here. Stopping the clock. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to play here in chucker number 2. Right-of-way violation is a call on the field. Center hit will go in favor of La Carina. With 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to play, we're going to center field. And we're going to go ahead and offer our courtesy change here for chucker number 2. See if anybody would like to take advantage of it. We see a couple players taking advantage, so let these players hop on a fresh mount, and then we'll get back in the action here in just a moment. So we see a couple players taking advantage of this, some electing to stay on their current mounts. You don't have to change during the courtesy change, but the offer is there. So players already starting to come back. That's what we like to see, keeping these courtesy changes nice and short. And we got everyone making their way back out here onto the playing field. And here we go. Once everyone gets into position, we'll get this one back underway. All right. Here we go. Umpire calls play. Alejandro Navijo Estrada will do the honors and send this one back into the playing surface from center field. Alejandro with his approach. And one time off the center stripes. Gonna fire this one down, looking to get a hold of Paquito de Narvaez. De Narvaez muscles his way in and picks up the ball. Paquito de Narvaez gonna pop this one down. Ooh, look at that. It's gonna be saved there by Gussie Bush. And now Vinny Sangaline coming in, picking up the play. Here with the pass, bad luck there. Alejandro Navijo Estrada gonna come in and steal the ball back for La Carina. Alejandro drags it forward, now slaps the shot back here, setting up a play for Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito gets a hold of the ball, not quite the angle he was looking for on that one. It's gonna go wide to the left-hand side. And we're going to have a knock-in coming here from the mallet of Juan Bellini, the number 4 for White Claw. Umpire calls play. Here we go. Juan Bellini brings this one back into the playing surface. Keeping it to himself here. He's got players in motion downfield. Brian Boyd keeping a close watch on Juan Bellini. Juan. Now he's going to unleash a pass downfield here, trying to get a hold of one of his teammates. He's got Pablo Spinacci coming in. Pablo Spinacci going to pick up the ball, send it down to the goal mouth. Gussie Bush racing hard, trying to get a hold of it before it gets to the end line. And it's going to be backed out of there by Paquito de Narvaez. He's going to send this back into the playing surface. Now they're deep in the corner. Here comes Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Grabs a hold of the ball with a pass out in front here for his number 1. That is Brian Boyd. BB trying to keep control over this ball. He's got a little help coming in the form of Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito grabs a hold of the ball. He's got Alejandro Navijo in behind. Now he's going to elect to go forward. Paquito de Narvaez winds up, sends a shot, comes off of a defender's pony, and it's picked off there by Gussie Bush. Now Juan Bellini going to fire this one downfield. He's got Vinny Sangaline on the move here. Vinny working hard, trying to get around Horacio Heggie, and the whistle sounds, stopping the action here. So umpires are discussing this play. You're going to figure out what the call is, and then they'll let me know, and I will in turn let you, the viewers, know. The way that this works, the umpires, they discuss it amongst themselves. They announce it to the players on the field, and then they will radio me over here. Right-of-way violations call on the field. Penalty number 5 going in favor of La Carina. So here we go. Alejandro Navijo Estrada sends this one back into the playing surface, and about a minute and a half remaining here in chucker number 2. Brian Boyd jumps in on the line, picks up the ball. Not quite where he wanted to place that one. He gets back to it, saves it from crossing the end line. Oh, no. I thought he saved it, but looks like that ball was right there on the end line. So, going to have a knock-in here. Juan Bellini back there behind the ball, ready to send this one back in, with just over 1 minute remaining here in chucker number 2. Bellini fires a shot down off to the left-hand side, looking to get a hold of Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci with possession here. He's got Horacio Heggie keeping a close watch on him. Spinacci. And coming in with the steal and getting the whistle. Horacio Heggie made an attempt on that ball, but the whistle sounds, stopping the clock here. 44 seconds left to play in chucker number 2. We've got one more chucker of these two teams, and then we're going to welcome the Netjets team to the field. One of these teams will sit. Right-of-way violation is the call on the field. Penalty number 3 is the result of that whistle, going in favor of White Claw. So penalty number 3, 40 yards to an open goal. 44 seconds left to play here. And they're getting this ball teed up the way they like. Let's see who will do the honors here and take the shot. Gussie Bush has been hot from the penalty number 2 stripe. Let's see. How he fares from the 40. Gussie Bush sends the ball down and puts it right on in for another point on the board there. Nicely done there by Gussie Bush. And now we're heading back to center field. Not a lot of time remaining. Looks like that's going to do it for Chucker number 2. Ball still in the umpire's hand when the 30-second horn went. So that's all we got for Chucker number 2. We'll be right back after a commercial break here. Let these players hop on a fresh mount. And we'll be right back in it with Chucker number 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. Those of you who are just tuning in, we've got a round robin game going on for you. The first 2 teams are playing their final matchup chucker here. We've got La Carina wearing the green jerseys. They're taking on White Claw in the black jerseys. This is, of course, the Lone Survivors Cup. Here, our final tournament here this weekend. So, we got the final leg of this round robin. So, losers stay. So, here we go. Ball's on the ground. We're underway here. The final matchup of the first, or the final chucker, the first matchup of this round robin. Juan Bellini going to grab a hold of the ball. Juan Bellini. With possession here, he's got players in motion downfield. Winds up here. Not quite the shot he was looking for. He's going to try and grab a hold of this one again. Coming in to apply some pressure, though, Horacio Hagee. But look at that. Juan Bellini going to try and get back on the ball. Unable to do so. It's left behind. Here comes Alejandro Navijo Estrada picking up the ball. Alejandro fires a shot high in the air. Drops it down here for Paquito de Nervay. Paquito winds up and punches a shot down the field. He's got Brian Boyd on the move down here. Brian Boyd trying to get a hold of this ball. Brian drops in, picks it up. Working this one down the field here. It's going to be taken out of there by Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci trying to send this one back over into the corner. Coming up with the ball now is going to be Horacio Hagee. Hagee with possession. Fires a shot towards the goal mouth. Vinny with an attempt to back it out of danger. Alejandro, now it's going to be Juan Bellini. Bellini saves that one on the doorstep and sends it back out here for Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci now working his way down the field. Loses the handle there. That ball is left over there over by the sideboards. Picked off now by Horacio Hagee. Hagee gets this one turned back facing the right direction. Looking downfield, he's got a couple targets to hit at down here. Hagee going to wind up, trying to thread the needle down there, trying to feed this one all the way down to the goal mouth. And Paquito de Narvaez going to pick up that pass and pop it right into the goal. So Paquito will get credit for that one. Nicely done there. Nice team effort by La Carina. Gets them within one. And head back to center field now. Just about 4 minutes remaining here in Chucker number 3. So we've got the players lined up here on our mounted officials. And as soon as they see the clean and proper lineup, they'll put this ball back on the ground. Quick whistle here. Looking for that clean and proper lineup here. We need one team on one side and the other on the other of that center stripe. Here we go. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be picked off now. Alejandro Navijo Estrada crushes a shot downfield out in front here for Brian Boyd. Boyd picks up the ball, working it down towards the goal mouth. And nicely done there by Brian Boyd. Pops that one right on in, ties us up here. 3 goals apiece on the board. Brian Boyd picking up his second goal of the day. And we do have our courtesy change, 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the board. So heading back to center field, we're going to offer our courtesy change here. The final courtesy change of this first leg of the round robin. We see a couple players taking advantage, and as soon as they get back out here to the pack of players, we'll get this one back on the ground. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at 11:30. Of course, all of these times are Mountain Time. Local time here. So 11:30 tomorrow, we'll have another round robin, the same 3 teams. The scores will carry over to tomorrow. I have copies of the score sheet. So looks like our players coming back out here. So the Lone Survivors Cup continues here with a Bolin at center field, and that ball's on the ground coming out of there with it. First one to get a hold of the ball, Paquito de Narvaez with a pass over here looking for Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Alejandro fires a shot down here, trying to feed it up there to Brian Boyd. Comes up a little short of Boyd, and it's going to be picked off now by Juan Bellini. Bellini with possession, gets a hold of the ball, gets it turned back, facing the right direction now. Juan Bellini. Juan fires a shot down along the ground, trying to feed it up here to Spinacci. Spinacci unable to get on the ball. It's going to be picked up there by Horacio Hagee. Hagee with the shot, sends it back. Bellini tried to grab a hold of it. He's going to get turned and pick up the ball now. Juan Bellini able to pick up this loose ball play, and he's going to fire a shot over here looking for his number 2. That is Gussie Bush. Gussie and Horacio come together on the sideboards. Gussie going to get a hold of the ball, try to keep control over this one. He manages to maintain possession. Working this one down. Horacio going to come in and disrupt that play. And first one back in on the action is Juan Bellini with a little back shot, trying to find the mallet of Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci now picks up the play, working it down, trying to keep it under control. Spinacci loses the control. Now it's going to be Paquito de Narvaez in on the action. Paquito passes over to Alejandro. Alejandro gives it right back up here to Paquito. Paquito, can he get back on the ball? Comes together there with Juan Bellini. They override. Now picked up by Horacio Hagee. Hagee fires a shot out in front here for Paquito de Narvaez. De Narvaez trying to get a hold of the ball. Sends it down to the goal mouth. And bad luck there. That one's going to be just a little bit wide. But I liked the effort there. Whistle sound. Stopping the clock here. 1 minute, 51 seconds. We got a tack timeout.
Wait for a moment. I should see a timeout here.
So we do have a tack timeout on the field. Gonna let this player run and get that piece of equipment either adjusted or replaced with a new pony. So as soon as Alejandro gets back on the field, we'll get this one back underway with the knock-in down there for White Claw. Juan Bellini back there behind the ball, ready to get this one back into play. And Alejandro making his way back out here to the pack of players. And getting himself into position. And here we go. Umpire calls play. Juan Bellini going to bring this one back in. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in Chucker number 3. Bellini fires this one down. Gussie trying to get a hold of it, but it's going to be picked up now by Paquito de Narvaez, and the whistle's going to sound there. 1:33 on the clock. Turning is the call on the field. So turning is the call on the field, and looks like we're going to head down to a penalty number 4, a 60-yard shot towards a defended goal. Going in favor of White Claw. Juan Bellini there, getting the ball teed up the way he likes. So this is a defended shot on goal. The defending team may place themselves anywhere they'd like, so long as they are 30 yards from the ball when it is hit or hit at. Umpire calls play. Juan Bellini here to do the honors with this penalty number 4. 60 yards. And Bellini going to fire the shot in the air, high in the air, right on in. No, never mind. That's going to be just a little bit wide. Had the distance, not quite the angle, so ball brought back into play. Alejandro Davijo Estrada fires a shot down, puts it back on the playing surface. We've got Brian Boyd on a fast pony trying to get a hold of the ball. Brian gets hooked out of there by Bellini, and it's going to be Gussie Bush to send this one back over here for White Claw. Trying to find one of his teammates. He's got Spinacci on the move. Pablo Spinacci working his way down the field here, trying to keep this one under control, put another point on the board. We've got under a minute remaining here in Chucker number 3. Pablo Spinacci muscles his way through trying to get this one under control, and it's going to be taken out of there by Horacio Heggie. Heggie, his shot over here, picked off now by Alejandro Davijo. Disrupted momentarily there by Gussie Bush, picked off now by Vinny Sangaline, and Spinacci coming in, trying to get a hold of the ball. He's surrounded by green jerseys out there, and Alejandro going to send this one down to Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito comes together there with Gussie Bush. And under 30 seconds to play. Where is this one going to go? Trying to keep this one under control here. Over there on the far sideboards, picked off now by Vinny Sangaline, picking it up, working his way down. Vinny Sangaline trying to get this one to the goal mouth. And goal there by Vinny Sangaline. So, goal there by Vinny Sangaline, and what a goal that was. So that puts White Claw up by 1. So, with that goal, Vinny Sangaline puts his team up by 1, and that's going to do it for our third Chucker and our first matchup. So we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break here. We'll be right back in it after this break with the second leg of the round robin.
This museum was a concept that 4 men had. They were having dinner actually in 1978, and it was to house the memorabilia of the sport and the record keeping for here in the United States. It's the National Museum of Polo and Hall of Fame. We concentrate primarily on American players and those from other countries that have played here in the United States. When you're here at the museum, I would love for you to look at the Frederick Remington bronze. It's a 1904. It depicts a fairly violent crash where one player is on the ground and the other two seem to be continuing on for the play. That depicts a little bit of the strength of the horses and the physical part of the game. When you're here at the museum, there is a mallet display which tells the story of the making of the mallets. Most people think that the mallet shaft is bamboo. It's cane. The difference being bamboo is hollow and cane is solid. The horse part of this sport, it's felt that the horse is 80 to 90% of the game and the rider's ability to make that horse perform. So the thing that's been constant for 2,500 years is the horse, and without the horse, there is no game. One of my favorites is the United States Open Championship. It depicts a chalice, which actually is a tureen, and 3 horses supporting it. Chalice is to celebrate the game, and the horses are the strength of the game. We feel that the chalice shows the strength and the past, the present, and the future of the game. We have another trophy here that you should probably take a look at. It's called the Triple Crown of Polo. It depicts 3 horses in a circle, 3 riders in different positions, and it was set up to be played for at 3 different locations, and thus the one winning the 3 would win the Triple Crown of Polo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We got the Lone Survivors Cup, our final tournament here of our summer season at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We're on field number 2 here, McClure River Ranch, field number 2. We've got La Carina. They're staying up here. And we're going to welcome Netjets to the field. The Netjets team, they're wearing the black jerseys. And for Netjets, we've got Mark Ganzi, Balti Peluso, Paco de Narvaez, and Sugar Erskine. Not necessarily in that order. And, of course, the 2 mounted officials out there, Gaston Dorniak and Dale Schwetz. We're going to get this one underway here in just a moment. Teams deciding which directions they're going to go, and we'll get this ball put on the ground here in just a moment. So, lots of dark helmets out there on this Netjets team. I have these guys all figured out, but bear with me here as I get my bearings straight here in the first chucker. So, ball's on the ground, coming out of there with it. This is going to be Balti Peluso. Balti going to send this one back, trying to find one of his teammates here, but it's going to be Alejandro Navijo Estrada to grab a hold of this ball. Now, coming in for some defense is Paco de Narvaez. Paco sends this one back over here, trying to set up a play. He's got a couple players in motion, but Horacio Hagee going to jump in here first and pick up the ball with a pass over to Alejandro Navijo Estrada, who takes it into the corner. Alejandro. Navijo Estrada winds up, sends a deep angled neck shot down there, and Paco going to save that one from crossing the end line. And now it's going to be Ganzi back in on the action here. Ganzi trying to pick up the play, but it's going to be Paquito to disrupt it momentarily. Now Sugar Erskine coming in on the action. Shugs winds up, punches a shot down the field here. No one out there to receive the pass. Paquito de Narvaez going to come in here and pick up the play. Paquito picks it up. Now trying to set up a play here for Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Estrada jumps in, picks up the ball, working his way downfield. Alejandro maintains possession here. He's got a couple players downfield. Alejandro. Bad luck there. Alejandro Navijo going to miscue, leave that ball behind. Picked up now by Sugar Erskine. Erskine for Netjets, trying to keep this one under control. Keeping it to himself while he waits for a player to get into position downfield. And coming up here with the ball, Shug's going to miscue, leave that one behind. Coming up with it is going to be Horacio Hagee. Hagee drags this one over here to the sideboards. Horacio Slows down, tries to grab a hold of this ball on the sideboards, fires a shot downfield. He's got a couple of players down here trying to get a hold of the ball, but Paco de Narvaez going to get a hold of it for Netjets. Paco. He's got Sugar Erskine calling for a pass here. He delivers. Shugs picks up the ball, working his way down the field. He's got Mark Gansey in behind, trying to keep Alejandro Navijo at bay, and Sugar Erskine going to escort this ball right on down, put a point on the board here. So, nicely done there. Sugar Erskine puts a point on the board for Netjets. As we head back over to center field, and this will be our courtesy change. There's the whistle, right at about just a couple clicks under 3.5 minutes. That whistle sounds. We're going to send our players off to hop on a fresh mount if they would like, and get this one back underway here at center field as soon as we get those players back out there. There's one. Waiting on our final player to join the pack out here at center field and get this ball back on the ground. That final player, of course, is Alejandro Navijo Estrada for La Carina. And here we go. Everyone back out there. Ball put back on the ground. Off and working. It's going to be Paco de Narvaez. Paco grabs a hold of the ball here. Paco working his way downfield. Paco de Narvaez punches a shot out in front here down towards the goal mouth. It's got the distance, not quite the right angle. It's going to go wide to the right-hand side just a little bit. And we're going to have a knock-in coming here from La Carina. Alejandro Navijo Estrada back there behind the ball, ready to do the honors. Ale. Taps this one back into play. Trying to feed it up here to one of his teammates. That's going to be Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito de Narvaez sends this one up the field here looking for Horacio Heggie. Heggie comes together there with Balti Peluso. Peluso going to get the better of him and pick up the ball. Peluso's pass over here to Mark Gansey. Mark having a little trouble with that bouncing ball. He's able to recover. Nicely done there by Mark Gansey. The Cobra picks up the play. Now he's going to leave it behind here for Peluso. Balti gets called off there by Paco. Paco de Narvaez fires the big one down out in front here, trying to get a hold of it. But they're going to run out of real estate. That's going to go wide to the left-hand side. So we're going to have another knock-in down there for La Carina. And the ball brought back into play. Coming up with the ball down here, Horacio Heggie fires this one up, keeping this one under control, trying to keep it under control. Horacio leaves that one behind for Paquito. Paquito de Narvaez working his way down. He comes together there with Father Paco de Narvaez. Paco with a little back shot here, trying to find the mallet of Gansey. Mark Gansey. Can't quite get a hold of that one. It's going to be stolen out of there by Alejandro Navijo. Ale. Sends this one down to the goal. Puts it right on in. Nicely done there by Alejandro Navijo Estrada. And we're going to go ahead and ride back to center field here for another bowl-in on our mounted officials and, of course, switch directions of play. So all tied up here, 1 goal apiece in chucker number 1. Just about a minute remaining here in this chucker. Ball put back on the ground. Here we go. Ball picked up there by Paco de Narvaez. Paco with a pass. No one there to receive that. It's going to be picked off now by Horacio Heggie for La Carina. Horacio with a back shot here. Alejandro grabs a hold of that one. Comes off the pony of Peluso. Peluso can't quite find it. And Alejandro going to grab a hold of it once again. Sends it up here looking for Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito, little miscue there. Picked up now by Brian Boyd. Boyd trying to keep this one under control. Now Horacio. Now they're dangerously close to that end line. Picked off now by Netjets. And the whistle sounds.
right at 30 seconds.
All right, so we are...
Go ahead, just let him shoot this one and blow the horn.
All right, so
Just blow the horn.
we are about a half a second before the warning horn here, so as soon as that ball does get hit, that horn will sound.
Penalty 2 in favor of...
Penalty number 2 in favor of La Carina. Penalty number 2. Here we go. Paquito de Narvaez.
Go, Paquito.
Goal there by Paquito, and that's going to do it for chucker number 1. We heard that 30-second horn go right as he made contact with that ball. So that's all we got, folks, for chucker number 1. 2-1 the score. We'll be right back after a short break with the start of chucker number 2.
White Claw Hard Seltzer. A wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the Lone Survivors Cup, our final tournament here of our summer season at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We're here on McClure River Ranch Field number 2, ready to get this one back underway. Players making their way back out onto the field, and the field crew exiting the field. Always like to give a big shout out to the field crew. Not only do they keep these fields looking beautiful, but they keep these fields playing safe. And of course, as you know, safety always the biggest concern when it comes to the sport of polo. So here we go, players lining up here on umpire Dale Schwetz. And gonna get this one underway. Chucker number 2 here of match number 2 in the round robin. So here we go. Ball put back on the ground, fighting for possession here. It's going to be picked up by Sugar Erskine. Shugs picks up the ball, working his way out over here towards the sideboards. Sugar sends a pass down here for Paco de Narvaez. Paco with a centering shot, trying to feed it over here to Mark Gansey. Gansey tries to get a hold of the ball. Where's this one going to end up? And Mark finds the ball, puts it on in, and the Cobra finds the score sheet here, ties this up here, 2 goals apiece early in chucker number 2. So, with that ball coming off the mallet of Mark Gansey, we're heading back to center field once again. And they line up here. And this ball put back on the ground. Picked off now by Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito sends it over here to Alejandro Navillo. Alejandro sends a shot over here, trying to feed it over to one of his teammates. He's going to find the mallet of Horacio Hagee. Hagee fires a big one down towards the goal mouth. Where's this one going to go? They are fighting to get a hold of that, and look at that. It's going to be backed out of there. Saved, almost on the doorstep. Paco de Narvaez now in possession. Paco loses the handle there now. Manages to get it back under control. Sends a pass over here looking for a teammate. He's found Bauti, unable to make contact, though. It's going to be picked off now by Paquito. Paquito de Nervai with possession. Now, he's got a couple players in motion. Mark Ganzi disrupts that play, though, and grabs a hold of the ball, sends it back into the pack of players, trying to keep this one under control. Coming up with the ball now is going to be Alejandro. Novijo Estrada in the back of the pack. Here comes Sugar with a steal attempt there. And Bauti, Peluso, going to try and get a hold of this one, trying to maintain possession. Peluso. Now, Paco with possession here in the back. It's going to be taken out of there, stolen back. Here comes Horacio Hegi, trying to maintain possession here. Horacio keeping this one under control. Horacio Hegi comes together with Bauti Peluso and fires a shot down here along the ground, trying to find Paquito de Nervai, but it's going to be picked up there by Paco. Paco picks up the ball, working his way down, trying to keep this one under control. Now Paquito coming in on the action. Paquito with a little back shot here, but Peluso going to come up with the ball. Bauti Peluso working his way down the field here. Bauti on a breakaway, comes together there with Paquito de Nervai. Paquito gets a hold of the ball. Nice play there by young Paquito de Nervai. Picks up the ball now is going to be Alejandro Novijo momentarily, but Sugar going to get a hold of this ball for Netjets. Sugar Erskine, little pump fake there, winds up here, and now it's going to be picked off by Paco de Nervai, who's going to send this one down. And we got a whistle on the play, stopping the clock here, 2 minutes, 56 seconds. We got our courtesy change here for Chucker number 2. So as soon as these players get back on fresh ponies, we'll get this one back underway. It's hot.
I still have mine. Eric has all the other cards, though.
Here, grab it. All right, players coming back out here. We're going to get this one back underway with the knock-in. So knock-in coming here for La Carina. Alejandro Novijo Estrada back there behind the ball. Ali. Estrada sends this one back into play. Here we go. Alejandro Novijo winds up and punches a shot down here. He's got Horacio Hegi on the move. Horacio and Ganzi come together here. Hegi with possession. Mark Ganzi keeping a close watch on Horacio. Horacio feeds this one up there to Paquito de Nervai. Paquito sends this one down to the goal mouth. First one on the ball. Sugar Erskine going to get a hold of that one and steal it out of there for Netjets. Shugs deep into the corner now, trying to keep this one under control, working it down the field. Sugar. His pass up here, trying to get a hold of it. Mark Ganzi sends this one down. Mark picks up the play once again. Mark Ganzi with possession over there on the far sideboards. He's got Peluso going down towards the goal mouth. Where's this one going to go? It's going to be picked up here by Horacio Hegi. Hegi coming in with the steal here for La Carina. Horacio working his way down here. He feeds that one up to Alejandro Novijo Estrada. Alejandro Novijo sends this one deep into the corner. Can he get back to it before it crosses the end line? It's going to be picked up here by Peluso. Bauti Peluso, deep in the corner, leaves it behind here for Paco de Nervai. Paco de Nervai sends this one over. About a minute and a half left to play here in Chucker number 2. That ball still dangerously close to that end line. Where's it going to go? Coming in now on the action is Paquito de Nervai, and now it's going to cross over the end line. So we're going to have a knock-in down there coming. So the knock-in coming here for Netjets. Paco de Nervai sends this one into the playing field. Paco fires a shot down here up in front, looking for Sugar can't quite make contact with that one. Alejandro Novillo gonna grab a hold of that one, send it back here, setting up a play for Horacio Heggie. Heggie now working his way down here, trying to keep this one under control. Comes together with Paco de Narvaez. Horacio Heggie, his shot runs out of real estate. They're gonna go ahead and let that one cross over the end line. So we're gonna have another knock-in here coming up for Netjets. But we're going to have that knock-in at the start of chucker number 3 as that 30-second warning horn sounds while the ball is out of play. So that's all we got, folks, for chucker number 2. We'll be right back here with more action after the break.
To be able to come here and play a course such as this, it's a great experience. Probably the best tee gift I've ever received, so, and that's no lie. My wife actually gave me a pair for Christmas before I played in the tournament, so this will be my third pair, so I'm looking forward to it.
Over the calf, 17 and a half. Outseam, 43 and a half.
We make a personal pattern for everybody, and that takes a lot of different points on a body to draft a pattern.
I have at least 7 or 8 pair. Great golf course and get a pair of blue jeans out of the deal is freaking awesome.
The down for that is 17 and a quarter.
Was that about 32?
Yep, you nailed it.
Same thing you've been wearing since high school.
6 and a half.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks so much for being here, and good luck today on the course.
We will do a true shotgun start today, so good luck today, and y'all have a great time.
People aren't accustomed to getting a gift like custom pants at a golf tournament, but for clubs that do offer that to their members, it's been a success every time because it's so unique, it's so different, and it's an American-made product that's custom. You get measured for it, you get to design it and pick it. Who doesn't like that?
Getting a pair of jeans from Blue Dot is a great gift, something unique, something that they normally wouldn't get that they really appreciate.
An active lifestyle means you never stop moving. That's why only Theragun devices are designed to release your body's deepest muscle tension, so you can do the things you love. Land that pose, hit that final rep, taste success, and do it all over again. You only have one body. Make it a TheraBody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. back in action here. Or about to be back in action. We got chucker number 3, set to begin here with a knock-in. Going in favor of Netjets. And here comes our second umpire. Coming off the pony change here. Making his way over here to the field. And as soon as he gets into position, we'll get this one underway. Score stands 2-2 on the board. And umpires call play. Here we go. Ready to get this one on the ground. Coming in with the knock-in. This is going to be Paco de Narvaez. Paco de Narvaez sends this one into the playing field with a tap. Now he's going to send a pass over to the left-hand side here for the Cobra. Mark Gansey drops in, picks up the ball. Mark Gansey. Miscues on that ball, but look at that. He's able to recover. He's on a quick pony. Gets back under control here. Sends the pass over to Paco de Narvaez. Or no, it's going to be Sugar Erskine to take that one. Shugs fires a shot up the field here. Trying to feed it up there to Balti Peluso. Peluso trying to get back on that line, but Alejandro Navijo going to disrupt the play. But look at that. Paco de Narvaez grabs a hold of the ball. He's going to send it the distance, not quite the angle. It's going to go off to the left-hand side, wide of the goal. So we're going to have a knock-in here. Coming in favor of La Carina, Alejandro Navijo Estrada behind the ball. Ale brings the ball back into play, checks his surroundings here. He's going to go ahead and send a pass down. He's got Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito and Paco come together. The father-son duo here. And look at that. Father going to get the better of the son there. Paco with a little back shot here from Peluso. Trying to get back into control. And the whistle's going to sound there. Stopping the action with 4 minutes, 46 seconds left to play. Let's see what the umpires have to say about this one. Penalty number 4, going in favor of La Carina on that reaching call. Right-of-way violation with a little bit of reaching in there as well. So penalty number 4 here, going in favor of La Carina, the team in the green jerseys. Alejandro Navijo Estrada here behind the ball. Gets this one teed up the way he likes it. Penalty number 4 is a 60-yard shot towards a defended goal. The defending players may place themselves anywhere they'd like, so long as they're 30 yards from the ball when it is hit or hit at. And here we go. Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Alejandro with his approach. Alejandro Navijo Estrada. Gonna send that one down. Just a little bit wide to the left-hand side. So we got a knock-in coming. Here comes Paco de Narvaez. Paco sends this one into the playing field. Paco sets up a shot here for Mark Gansey, but first one in on the ball is going to be Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito comes to the sideboards here, picks up the ball, trying to work it out of there. He still has Mark Gansey applying some serious pressure. And Paquito de Narvaez keeping this one under control. Sends it down out in front. He's got Brian Boyd on the move. Brian, can he get there? It's going to be Paco de Narvaez to pick up the ball. Paco de Narvaez zigzags trying to get away from Brian Boyd. Not an easy task. Brian is being a thorn in his side right now. Paco gets the ball turned back facing the right direction now. Trying to keep this one under control. Sends a pass over here to the far sideboards. Sugar Erskine picks up the ball. Shugs feeds it right back up here to Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez unable to get there. It's going to be Brian Boyd with a little back shot there. Trying to set up Paquito. But coming in on the action, Sugar and Mark. No, that's Paco. De Narvaez fires a shot down. Trying to get a hold of one of his teammates, but it's going to be backed out of there. Picked up now by Horacio Heggie. Heggie with the possession, trying to keep this one under control. Mark coming in to apply some pressure there. Nicely done there. That pressure pays off. Mark gets a hold of the ball. Now Sugar Erskine coming in on the action. Shugs gets a hold of the ball, gets a turn back facing the right direction, looking around, checks his surroundings. He's got some players coming down the field. But look at that. Horacio going to get in there and steal it back for La Carina. And Paco de Narvaez back in on the action for Netjets. Paco, his pass over here. Mark Ganzi working his way down. And bad luck there. It's going to take a hop over the sideboards, out of play. We got a whistle sounding here for our courtesy change. And once the players get back from that courtesy change, we'll get this one back underway with the possession change on the sideboards. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. We will have continued scores from this round robin. So be sure to tune in tomorrow for that information. At the start of the game, we'll let you know who's going to be playing against who and when throughout that round robin. But regardless, if you are in the Aspen Valley area, tomorrow is the last chance to come out and watch some polo. We will be packing up and heading back east to our sister club down in Wellington, Florida, the Grand Champions Polo Club, for our fall season. The fall season will begin on October 13th. You can find more information about that on our social media pages. So, more about that later. Here we go. We're back in action. Here comes Alejandro Navillo Estrada. Ale sends the ball into the playing surface. Here we go. Alejandro fires a shot down here, trying to find one of his teammates here. He's going to find Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito and Paco come together, the father-son combination out there. And coming up with the ball, Paco sends this one over to Sugar Erskine. Erskine now. Shugs. Sugar leaves it behind here for Paco. Paco de Narvaez with possession now. Checks his surroundings. He's got some players downfield. He elects to send a pass down here, trying to find Mark Ganzi. But coming in on the action is going to be Paquito de Narvaez. Paquito. Little Paco. Paquito. Trying to keep this one under control. Now coming in, Horacio Hegi. And now Alejandro Navillo Estrada going to muscle his way through and pick up the ball. Peluso disrupts that play just a little bit. And look at that. Paco de Narvaez picks up the loose ball play. Paco de Narvaez trying to get this one down to the goal mouth. Just about a minute and a half remaining. And Paco de Narvaez going to find the high mark there. Nicely done there by Paco de Narvaez. Puts a point on the board for Netjets. That goal was for Netjets.
I know, I'm doing.
Okay, just checking on you. So here we go, back to center field. Just about a minute remaining here. 3-2 the score as we line up on our mounted officials. There we go, 1 minute exactly on the clock. Here we go. That one's going to be picked off here by Horacio Hegi. Hegi can't quite keep it under control. Paquito with a little flip shot back here, picked off now by Mark Ganzi. Mark Ganzi and Paquito come together. They're fighting for possession. Paquito de Narvaez going to get a hold of this one out of the pack. Paquito working his way down, avoids the hook there from Mark Ganzi. Paquito de Narvaez wanting to get another point on the board here. Not a lot of time remaining here in this chucker. Alejandro Navillo with possession now. There's a 30-second warning horn, less than 30 to play out. Alejandro Navillo Estrada trying to keep this one down to the goal mouth. Paco de Narvaez going to come through and pick up the loose ball play. Now coming up with the ball now is going to be Paquito. Paquito de Narvaez sends this one back. And Alejandro going to continue this drive down. Horacio Hegi trying to get a hold of it. Now it's going to be Paco de Narvaez. Paco feeds this one out of the pack. And there is the double horn. That's all we got, folks, for chucker number 3 of this, the second leg of the round robin. So we got one more leg left to play. We're going to say goodbye to La Carina. We'll see these guys again tomorrow in the continue action of our round robin. So we're going to welcome the White Claw team back to the field. So White Claw will be coming back out here, and Netjets will be staying up. So we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break here, let these players hop on a fresh mount, and we'll be right back in it with the final leg of our round robin.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day. And the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only Netjets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club on McClure River Ranch, field number 2. We've got the Lone Survivors Cup going on. We've got the final leg of our round robin set to begin here. We've got 3 chuckers left to play. We're welcoming back the White Claw team. They're wearing some white jerseys out there. They started off this match wearing their black jerseys, but Netjets wearing the dark gray. They opted to put on some white jerseys just to make it a little easier for you, the viewers, to see who is who. And we'll go ahead and get this one underway here in just a moment, as soon as we get everyone into position out here at center field. If you're just joining us, we've got 2 mounted officials out there, Gaston Dorniak and Dale Schwetz. The 2 teams on the field. White Claw wearing the white jerseys. They've got Vinny Sangala, Gussie Bush, Pablo Spinacci, and Juan Bellini. And then, on the other side of things, we've got Netjets. They're wearing the dark jerseys. They got let's see. You got Mark Ganzi, Balti Peluso, Sugar Erskine, and Paco de Narvaez. More about that later. Here we go. We're underway. Coming in on the action here, picking up the ball. It's going to be Juan Bellini to grab a hold of it. Juan Bellini. He's got Balti Peluso here applying some serious pressure. Peluso keeping a close watch on Bellini. Now Juan Bellini going to wind up and send a pass out in front here. He's got Gussie Bush on the move. Gussie, can he get there? Not this time. It's going to be picked off out of there by Mark Ganzi. Ganzi with a little back shot trying to set up a play for Sugar Erskine. Shugs finds the ball. Sugar. And Spinacci come together. Spinacci going to get the better of him, pick up the play momentarily, but he's going to leave it behind here. Now Peluso going to come through. Balti Peluso for Netjets. But Spinacci going to get a hold of the ball. Gets this one stolen back here for White Claw. Pablo Spinacci. Spinacci keeping this one under control. Trying to keep it under control. Loses the handle now. Paco de Narvaez in on the action with a little back shot here. Trying to find Mark Ganzi. Ganzi going to pick up the loose ball. Trying to keep this one under control. Ganzi now working this one down. He's got Sugar Erskine on the move. Shugs gets a little step on his man, picks up the ball. Sugar Erskine keeping this one under control. Gussie Bush coming in. That was Vinny Sangaline coming in to apply some pressure. Now Gussie Bush picks up the loose ball here in the corner. Gussie Bush trying to keep this one under control. They're deep in the corner, as deep as they can go in the corner. All right, and that ball does go over the back line well wide of the goal, so we're going to have a knock-in here coming in favor of White Claw. Yeah. And a quick whistle sounds. Little tack timeout down there. Piece of equipment got a little out of place. And just going to go ahead and adjust it out there on the field and get this one back underway with the knock-in. Here comes Juan Bellini with the knock-in here for White Claw. Juan Bellini with possession, keeps it to himself. Now he unleashes a pass down here. He's got Spinacci on the move. Pablo Spinacci working his way down the field. He's got a pair of players downfield trying to get a hold of the ball, but coming in with the steal is Paco de Narvaez. Paco. His pass over here. Picked off now by Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini with possession now. Fires a shot down here. He's got a couple of players in motion. He's going to find the mallet of Gussie Bush. Gussie trying to keep this one under control here. Gussie. He's got some defenders coming in to apply some pressure. And it's going to be picked off here by, I believe that was Paco de Narvaez to send this one down. And no one there to receive that pass. It's going to be picked off here by Gussie. Bush gets a hold of that ball and picked off now by Sugar. And Vinny in on the action. Vinny Sangaline sets up a play here for his number 4, Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini takes a shot towards the goal. And we got a quick whistle out there. And this is, I believe, going to be our courtesy change here for chucker number 1. Yep, this is the courtesy change, so we've got a quick timeout here. 3:15 on the clock, still scoreless here in chucker number 1. We're going to have a knock-in when we get all of our players back out on the field. So we see some players taking advantage of this courtesy change. We see some electing to stay on their current mounts as well. And as soon as we get everyone back out, it looks like we have everyone making their way back out on the field now. So, looks like we're about ready to get this one underway. Umpires call play. Paco de Narvaez here behind the ball. Paco sends this one into play. No one there to receive the pass. Is going to be picked off there by Juan Bellini. Bellini with the pass over here to Gussie Bush. Gussie Bush with possession here. Trying to keep this one under control. Gussie Bush working his way down towards the goal mouth. Can he get this one under control? Not this time. It's going to be picked off and taken out of there by Sugar Erskine. Erskine now, bad luck there. Couldn't quite get a hold of that bouncing ball. It's backed out of there momentarily by Spinacci now. Bellini, now it's going to be picked off by the umpire's whistle. Sound. Stopping the clock here. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left to play in chucker number 1. And we're going to center field here on the right-of-way violation. So, penalty number 5 from the center will go in favor of Netjets. Paco de Narvaez here behind the ball. Paco winds up and punches a shot down the field. Look at that. Paco de Narvaez gonna get it right on in there. A half field goal. What a shot that was there by Paco de Narvaez. Puts the first point on the board for this matchup. And so, nicely done there. Paco de Narvaez with the half-court shot. And back in action here at center field. That ball put back on the ground. Coming out of there with it. Just under 2 minutes left to play. It's going to be Juan Bellini trying to get there. No, it's going to be Pablo Spinacci. Spinach. Now, Paco de Narvaez. Paco leaves it behind here for Peluso. Peluso trying to get a hold of this ball. He's hooked there. Peluso. Still with possession here. He's going to feed it out here to Mark Angie. The Cobra picks up the ball. Cobra on the ball now. Trying to keep this one under control. Manages to maintain possession here. Mark Angie with a shot there. Miscues on the bouncing ball. Picked off now by Juan Bellini. The number 4 for White Claw. Juan Bellini waits for that player to clear. And now he sees a clear shot. Sends this one down here looking for Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci picks up the ball momentarily here. Working both sides of the pony. Spinach working his way down. Pablo. Now it's going to be Sugar Erskine in on the action there for Netjets. Sends this ball back here trying to find Mark Angie. Mark hooked out of the play there by Juan Bellini. Bellini can't quite keep it with him. Now, who's going to get a hold of the ball? Peluso. Peluso picks up the ball. Sends it across the field. Trying to keep this one under control. Maintains possession here. He's got Spinacci. Keeping a close watch. Drops it back behind here for Ganzi now. Ganzi tries to feed it back up there, but coming in on the action, Gussie Bush for White Claw. Gussie Bush with possession, trying to get this one up there. There's a 30-second warning horn. Less than 30 seconds to play out here in chucker number 1. That ball backed out of there momentarily by Paco de Narvaez. First one back in on the action is Juan Bellini. Bellini fighting against the clock now, trying to get this one under control. Paco's going to intercept that pass. And send it over here to Sugar Erskine. Erskine now with possession. Shugs. Now they're just looking to get a better position to start the next chucker with. Backed out of there momentarily. Now Juan Bellini sends it back further. There is the double horn. That's all we got, folks, for chucker number 1. We'll be right back with more action here after the commercial break. Let these players hop on a first mount, and we'll be right back in it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. We got the Lone Survivors Cup, our final tournament of our summer season here at AVPC. We're on McClure River Ranch Field number 2. Always a beautiful backdrop for a polo game here. All of the fields here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club have a beautiful backdrop. And ball is put back on the ground. Chucker number 2 underway. Juan Bellini going to grab a hold of the ball. Juan Bellini fires a shot down here along the ground, coming in, trying to pick up the play. It's going to be Paco de Narvaez to get on that ball first. Paco with the back shot over here, looking for Sugar Erskine. Erskine jumps in, picks up the ball, working his way downfield. He's got Mark Gansey downfield. Shugs sends a shot up here. He's got Balti Peluso in the right position to receive that pass. Peluso gives it right back up the field to Mark Gansey. The Cobra going to pick up the ball. And going to go a little bit wide to the right-hand side. Bad luck on that one. But I like to see these players passing and taking these long shots. Makes for a fun game to watch. Here comes Juan Bellini here with the knock-in for White Claw. Bellini fires a shot here. No one there to receive it. It's going to be picked off here by Mark Gansey. Gansey going to send this one over, trying to find one of his teammates, but Bellini going to pick it up once again. Juan Bellini sends it up here. He's got Gussie Bush running a little bit of interference, allowing for Bellini to pick up the ball once again. Coming in on the action, though, is going to be Peluso with a back shot here, trying to find de Narvaez. But Bellini going to feed this one right back up here to Spinacci. But look at that. Sugar Erskine comes in there and sends it over to the sideboards. Sugar Erskine sends this ball down the far sideboards here, trying to get it under control. First one on the ball, though, is going to be Juan Bellini. Going to pick this one up here for White Claw. Bellini sends a pass. Or no, he's going to keep it to himself here. Taps it once, twice. Now he opens up his shoulder. He's going to send a pass downfield. Out in front here, he's got Vinny Sangaline on the move. Vinny goes for the shot, unable to make contact with the bouncing ball. Bad luck there. Sugar going to take this one across field. Vinny with the back shot attempt there. And oh, sorry, that was Gussie Bush, rather. Gussie with the back shot attempt. The whistle sounds. Stop the clock here. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left to play.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the helmet. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah.
So penalty number 5 from the spot of the infraction going in favor of Netjets. Here we go. Paco de Narvaez behind the ball. Paco taps this one into play. Paco de Narvaez taps it once and fires a big shot across field. Over here, he's got Mark Gansey. Mark picks up the ball. The Cobra. Mark Gansey with possession. He's got Spinacci. Or no, he's got Sugar downfield being watched by Spinacci. Now Gussie Bush coming in on the action, picking up the loose ball play here. Gussie, the number 2 for White Claw, picks up the ball, gets it turned back, facing the right direction now, keeping this one under control. Gussie Bush. Gussie leaves that one behind. Not what he wanted to do there. It's going to be backed out of there. Comes off of a defender, and that is Juan Bellini to pick up the loose ball play. Bellini, he's got Spinacci in behind here. Bellini elects to take the shot down here. He's got Vinny on the move. Vinny Sangaline down here trying to get a hold of the ball. Vinny, can he get there? Not this time. It's going to be picked off there by Paco. Sends it over here looking for Peluso. Now, Juan Bellini picks up the loose ball play once again for White Claw. Juan Bellini fires a shot down towards the goal. And that's going to be a goal there for Juan Bellini. Going to find the high mark there. And we're going to head back to center field here for another bowl-in on our mounted officials. But I do believe we're going to hear a whistle. There it is. Stopping the clock here. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to play in Chucker number 2. We're going to have our courtesy change here for Chucker number 2. And we'll get this one back underway as soon as we get all of our players back out here to center field. I mentioned our fall season down in Wellington, Florida at our sister club, the Grand Champions Polo Club. You can find out more information about that on our social media pages. We've got the schedule with the dates and tournaments up online, so if you'd like some more information about that, feel free to reach out to us. That season is set to begin on October 13th and run through the end of November. And then we're coming back here to the Aspen Valley for our snow polo. That'll be in early December. Looking forward to that. Always a beautiful backdrop and a beautiful venue for that snow polo. It's a very fun event. You can find more information about that online. More information will be coming out over the next couple of weeks and month. So you can find more information about that snow polo tournament. Always a very fun event. A great group here from the local area are involved in getting that event off the ground. So you can find out more information about that over the next couple of weeks. So we've got the players out here waiting on one. A little bit of tack issue out there. Balti was wanting to stay on that pony, but noticed a piece of equipment was out of place. So he's on his way back out onto the field now on a fresh one. We'll get this one back underway. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to play here in checker number 2. 1-1 on the board. And here comes Balti Peluso back to the lineup. Here we go. Ball's back on the ground. Fighting for possession here. It looks like it's going to be picked up there by Juan Bellini. Bellini with possession flips this one out in front of himself here. He's got Mark Ganzi on the defense there. Now he's going to send a little pass over here to his number 3. That's Pablo Spinacci. Spinacci leaves it behind here for Bellini. Juan Bellini with possession. He's got players in motion downfield. Juan Bellini keeps this one to himself for the time being. Under 2 minutes left to play. Juan Bellini fires a shot down. And Sugar Erskine got a touch on that ball while it was in the air. And it will go over the back line wide of the goal. So we're going to have a safety. Or no, not a safety. I thought Sugar got a hold of that one, but I guess a white jerseyed player. No, it is going to be a safety. All right, so I know Sugar did get a touch on that one, but it was just confirmed that a white jerseyed player did not touch it before it crossed the end line. So we got a safety here. Similar to a penalty number 4, we bring this ball back 60 yards from the spot it crossed over the end line. Of course, that ball coming off of a defender's mallet. And here comes Juan Bellini with the penalty number 6 attempt. Juan Bellini winds up. Sends this one down, but it's going to go wide to the right-hand side. Just a little bit too much angle on it. And here comes Paco de Narvaez to send this one back into play. Paco de Narvaez crushes this pass off the back line over here. He's got a couple of players in motion here. Spinacci backs that one out of danger, but it's going to come off of Sugar's horse. Sugar gets a hold of this ball. Sugar Erskine trying to get this one off the sideboards. Here comes Juan Bellini for some defense. And Bellini trying to get a hold of this ball. Bellini able to get a hold of it. Sends a pass down here. He's got Gussie Bush on the move. Gussie gets to the ball. Gussie Bush grabs a hold of this one. He's got Sugar Erskine coming into a flashing pressure, but coming in to pick up the play is Juan Bellini from the back of the pack. Juan Bellini fires a shot down, looking for Spinacci. Pablo Spinacci unable to make contact with that ball. It's going to be picked off there by Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez, his pass over here, picked off by Bellini. Juan Bellini trying to get there, but Sugar gets a hold of it. Now Juan Bellini with a little back shot. Now Mark Ganzi maintains possession. Here's for Netjets. 30-second horn has gone as Mark Ganzi trying to grab a hold of this one off the sideboards. Couple players coming in. It's going to be Spinacci to get a hold of the ball. Passes over to Bellini now. Juan Bellini Winds up, not quite the shot he was looking for there. And it's going to be picked off now by Mark Gansey. Gansey with a back shot over here trying to find a teammate, but the whistle sounds, and that's going to do it for chucker number 2. We will deal with the result of that whistle when we come back with the start of chucker number 3, the final chucker of this round robin.
The world's best polo in your pocket. Chucker TV, the only app you'll need to watch polo.
The world's best polo in your pocket.
Chucker TV, the only app you'll ever need to watch polo.
I am Nick Weaver. I am the co-founder and COO of Blue Delta Jean Co. I probably measured over 30,000 butts, 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide. Doesn't matter. It is fun making people happy. When you make a garment that fits, that's one thing. When you make a garment fit and look good, that's another thing. And we are very good at the latter. We have grown our company by taking care of people. We have grown by making jeans that fit. There are some things that will never change. Where it's made, how it's made, and who's making them. Every jean is one of one. But now we can get you measured from anywhere in the world. We have rolled out a virtual tailor system. Blown away with the technology. It's unbelievable how accurate it is. It's a quick, easy, touchless way so we can get the measurements to make you a pair of damn good jeans.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. This is the Lone Survivor Cup, the final tournament here of our summer season. We've got the players out there ready to get this one underway. So we had a whistle to end chucker number 2. There's a 1 meeting 2 with a little bit of danger factor in there. 2 or 3? Oh, yeah, it is. So we got a penalty down here to start off chucker number 3. So this is going to be a penalty number 4. They weren't all in position yet. I couldn't tell if they were, because they were in between the goals. So Paco de Narvaez here to do the honors on this penalty number 4 for Netjets. Score on the board is 1-1 as we go into our final chucker. Paco de Narvaez winds up, sends this one along the ground. Not quite the shot he was looking for there, but look at that. It's going to be Sugar. Sugar Erskine finds that ball, sends it on in, so Shugs will get credit for that one. Puts Netjets up on top. 2-1 the score as we head back to center field here and line up on our mounted officials for another bowl-in. Nicely done there by Sugar Erskine. So back in action here at center field. That ball put on the ground. Coming out of there, Pablo Spinacci going to grab a hold of that one out of the air. Doing a nice job here. Paco gets a hold of it momentarily, but Pablo back in on the action. But it's going to be Paco to come away with that ball. Paco de Narvaez sends this one over here to Bauti Peluso. Peluso now picks up the ball. Bauti trying to keep this one under control. Bautista. Peluso. Bauti still with possession. Trying to keep this one moving. He's going to lose the handle there. Leaves it behind for Sugar. Sugar Erskine sends this one across field. No one quite there to receive it. Vinny got a touch on it. Juan Bellini got a touch as well. Bellini going to pick up this ball. Maintains possession. Juan Bellini. Juan. Bolini with possession. He looks around, checks his surroundings. He's got Sugar Erskine coming in to apply some pressure here. Bolini gives Shugs the slip, working his way down, trying to keep this one under control. Mark Gansey going to come through here and pick up the play momentarily there, but Spinacci back in on the action with the steal once again for White Claw. Ooh, bad luck. Can't quite make contact with that. Sugar Erskine going to pick it up here on the near side. Shugs leaves that one behind now. Mark Gansey, the Cobra, in on the action. Mark trying to feed this one back up to Sugar. Sugar now trying to get a hold of it. Now Mark Gansey picks up the loose ball play, working his way down towards the goal mouth. Mark Gansey. And bad luck on that one. He was fighting hard for that one, but just couldn't quite reach it. And it's going to go just inches wide to the right-hand side. So we're going to have a knock-in here for White Claw. Juan Bellini bringing this one back into play. Juan Bellini with possession, keeping this one under control. He's got Mark keeping a close watch on him. Bellini going to wind up and fire a shot downfield. No one quite there to receive that pass. It's going to be picked off now by Sugar. Sugar Erskine with a little back shot here, trying to find Paco de Narvaez. De Narvaez unable to make contact with that ball. It's going to be picked off down by Spinacci. Pablo, Spinacci, and Bellini come together with a little flip pass to Bellini. Bellini going to send Spinacci downfield. Spinacci goes for the pass here. No, it's going to go through the pack of players. Vinny tried to get there. Now it's going to be Sugar Erskine. Erskine now. Shugs. Sugar sends this one over. Trying to maintain possession here. Where's this one going to end up? Well, now this ball over here towards the center of the field coming in. Juan Bellini tries to get there. A couple players come together here. And Bauti Peluso without a mallet. Trying to keep this one under control. Now it's going to be Juan Bellini. And Bauti getting his mallet picked back up here. And drops it one more time. So coming up with the ball now is going to be Juan Bellini. Bellini with possession here, trying to keep this one under control. Juan Bellini in the corner here. He's going to fire a shot down towards the center, trying to find that goal mouth, but coming in on the action, that's going to be Spinacci. Now it's going to be Paco de Narvaez. Paco picks up the play, working his way out of the pack. Here comes Sugar. Erskine now. Shugs working his way down. Sugar trying to keep this one under control. Vinny Sangaline with a touch on the ball. Vinny working this one around, trying to keep it under control. Vinny Sangaline still under control here. Now he's going to lose the handle. It's left behind here on the side. Sugar Erskine with a little back shot attempt. Yeah, over here for Peluso. Bauti. His pass up the field looking for Paco de Narvaez, but Juan Bellini going to get there first. Here now it's going to be Sugar Erskine. Intercepts this pass. Shugs working his way down. Sugar Erskine. Shugs trying to keep this one under control. Loses the handle. Now Juan Bellini in possession. We got just over a minute remaining here in Chucker number 3. Bellini. Juan Bellini with possession here, working his way out of the... He's got Gussie Bush coming in as well. Juan Bellini still has possession. Winds up and fires a shot down. He's got Spinacci on the move here. Spinacci jumps into position to pick up that pass. Pablo Spinacci under a minute remaining here in regulation time. Pablo Spinacci winds up and sends this one down, trying to get this one under control. First one in on the action is going to be Mark Gansey. Mark going to take this one around into the corner. Mark Gansey. Still a live ball, still down here deep in the corner. Gansey still has possession. Now he's going to leave it behind here. Paco de Narvaez now 30-second bell has gone. It's going to be Sugar. Sugar Erskine jumping the boards, picking up the play. Sugar Erskine. Shugs keeping this one under control. Sugar fires a shot down the field here. No one quite there to receive it. It's going to be picked off now by Gussie Bush. Gussie. 10 seconds left to play. Gussie gets his ball under control. Now slams a pass down here. No one there to receive it. It's going to be looking like it's going to be picked off here by Paco, but the double horn sounds. That's all we got, folks, for Chucker number 3 in our final leg of the round robin. we're going to go ahead and sign off for now here in just a second. I'm going to say goodbye to these players. We'll see all of these players again tomorrow. So be sure to tune in tomorrow for the continuation of this round robin. We'll have continued scores in tomorrow's match. So, on behalf of everyone here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club and Chucker TV, my name's Cale Newman. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys on the broadcast tomorrow. And as always, we always love to say it, we love the polo.